how we can maximize the opportunities available in the Web3 space, such as cryptos, DeFi, NFTs, as well as trading, even in the financial markets, how you could leverage these opportunities to actually live the life of your dream and achieve financial freedom for yourself. And that is for those who are just joining us for the first time. I'm so excited about what I'm about to share with us today because I believe it's going to help so many persons achieve the life of their dreams and achieve the kind of freedom they deserve or they require to start betting the next change or next level in their finances. Now, actually, I'll begin by saying whatever I say on this video is not a financial advice. It's just based on experiences and based on shared values from a couple of persons. So we're talking about how you can make your first million, how you can make your first million in Web3. Talking about Web3, we talk about cryptocurrencies, decentralized finance, talking about NFTs as well. Now, first thing I want to say is a million is relative depending on the nation or the country you are watching this from. So if you are in a third world country, a million is going to be like easily achievable, but $1 million is like multiple hundreds of millions in various let's say third world countries. So and we have a lot of third world natives who are in the space of cryptocurrencies as well. So I'm actually going to be relating this to both categories, specifically them as well. So I do not know the country you are actually going to be watching this from, but this is relative. So you have that in mind. The million is relative. So I'm not necessarily talking about $1 million. I'm actually talking about a million relative in your various countries and where you actually find yourself in as well. There now. Point number two is I think the first time I started cryptos and I got into Web3 and cryptos in 2016, and then I made my first million in my local country by 2017, and then I made my first 10 digits by in the space of about 2 years. So we went from like 2017 to like 2016, 17, 18, and then into 19 as well. And then I was able to like scale from there to like make my first $100,000. And then yes, of course, the next figure, first a million as well. But it took like quite about a year plus. But I'm gonna give my own understanding of where my journey from that point to that point. So I'm not going to go specifically to talking about that bigger amounts, those bigger amount of let's say $100,000 or $1 million right now. I want to go with people who are now. First million in crypto is in two categories. There are people who have been involved in cryptocurrencies who, of course, they have money outside the cryptocurrencies, they have money outside Web3, and they came into cryptocurrencies. They want to they believe with the testimonies they are seeing, the news and information they are getting, they believe that Web3 and cryptocurrencies should change their life, should transform their life for the better, for them to have the kind of life they should have and live the life with their dreams. But since they got involved, they have been having losses and after losses and after losses, and they have not even achieved up to a million profit. So those are the first category of people. This video is going to mean so much to them. And those who have actually got into also they haven't achieved a million before, but they just want to start from the scratch and also achieve that million as well. So in both categories, we're not referring to outside, we're referring to in Web3, in cryptos, how you could make your million. Now, point number one, the number one way you could actually make your first million in cryptos with little or almost nothing is airdrops. Airdrops is one way you can make a lot of money. And what are airdrops? Airdrops are basically simple tasks that starting companies, starting Web3 startups, Web3 projects, and this novel blockchain platforms actually use as an incentive to be able to gain traction and audience. So in other words, for them to gain traction and audience, they give out simple tasks that if you do, they are going to reward you ahead of time. It brings so much volume to them. In 2020, I talked about, I requested for many people in the community, in the House of Wealth community. Then I think then our name was not House of Wealth, our name was about, is it Day Forum or so? I requested for everyone to engage in Uniswap, and there could be an expected airdrop from that. And 3 to 4 4 months after I stated that, the Uniswap protocol launched a token, and every single person who had interacted with their exchange released tokens to every single person. And these tokens, as of the time of releasing it, was worth around $800 to $1,000+. And some persons, and I requested that everybody can sell off half of what they are holding and could also hold a part of it. And the value of the tokens moved from just $800 to as high as $12,000, $8,000 to $12,000. So, and that is like crazy money already. That's for those who were able to hold like a month or 2 months later. The value of the token moved from $800 to $1,200, as high as that amount of money. And that money came out for free. Not typically for free, but also for free. How do I say not typically for free? Because the effort you're putting in is lesser than what you expected. Now, there are so many airdrops out there. Not every airdrop can make you a millionaire, but more jolly, the airdrops that can really help you achieve your first million are retroactive airdrops that are actually targeted towards the decentralized finance industry, whereby you are engaging in these protocols. And there are so many airdrops that have taken place. Even this year, we've had Optimism, we've had Hot Protocol, and people made millions out of these airdrops as well. Now, if you are not a part of the Telegram channel, I think you should join the Telegram channel. From time to time, we drop a couple of this airdrop informations and this protocol informations ahead of time, so you guys can participate in these airdrops. And actually, when you participate in these airdrops, you can also be liable to win or be part of this free money. So you'll be join I think the Telegram, she's going to be in the description of the video, or description of this particular video as well. You can join the channel, and from time to time, we'll also be dropping specific video content that are related or targeted towards these airdrops. Point number 2 is we have creating value and getting rewarded for creating that value. What do I mean by creating value? In the Web3 industry, the crypto space is a baby space, is a novel space, it's like a new space, and there are many things that are being needed. There are many protocols being needed. And if you can create a value, you can create value around this. If you can create value around this and pitch your value, there are many grants platforms, there are many accelerator agencies currently, whereby they could help bring your vision to life. So you pitch your idea to them, and this is the value you're going to bring, and they can sponsor you with as little. And we have grants foundations, we have startup foundations that are sponsoring people who have these ideas and do not have money to fund their dreams, as much as $10,000 to $20,000 to as high as $50,000 to $100,000 being given to them in these accelerator programs. Why? Because they came up with a very smart idea that is going to sell. Like, there's so many things people need, so many things that is needed in this space. So if you have a very novel idea, you look out for what are Web3 enthusiasts, what are crypto traders, what are they complaining about the most, what is the number one problem that is, what you even look at the problem you're always complaining about. Now, if you can bring value around that problem, you can actually make money. Now, what am I doing for you guys right now? I'm creating value by doing this video, by doing these sessions. I'm bringing value. I'm solving the problem of mentorship. I'm solving the problem of ignorance. I'm solving the problem of not knowing what to do. I'm creating value. So you want to create value. You want to create value, of course, of what in a sector. There are so many things that are going wrong in the Web3 sector that if you can create value around it, you can easily hit your first million from it. And I'm giving you the concept of nothing regarding the fact that, let's say you do not even have like funds to actually actualize this. There are these platforms that helps you to be able to get that. Number 3 is hold. What I mean by hold, we have HODL, hold for hold on your dear life. It's a crypto acronym, that is used for buying the right cryptocurrencies at an early stage and holding it as it goes way up in value. In 2018, we were in a bear market, and in that bear market, there were amazing protocols that were coming in and launching in that period as well. And I had a session which was a physical meeting. I think the video where I did how to get rich, in that video, it was is on the channel. I think we posted which I did in 2018. In that video, which I think that part was cut off, was where I shared and talked about Chainlink. I recommended Chainlink at less than $1. It was around 80 cents or so as at the time of that video. I recommended FTM, which was also in cent. It was 0.0 something or so, and we saw Chainlink went to as high as 20 something dollars or whatever it is. That was over. That Chainlink went as high as 500x. 500x would be as high as 50,000%. And I also recommended Dogecoin as well. Dogecoin went as high as 300,000%. We had also what's the name of the other coin as well? We had I said Chainlink, I said Doge, I said FTM. FTM went as high as how many dollars again from 0.0 whatever it was. That was over 50,000 to almost 100,000% gains over the years. Now, if you can get into the right protocols on time, you don't need now $100. Anybody who had invested just $100 in any of those, in each of these three picks I recommended in 2018, would have been multi-millionaires over the years because they were able to hold. Now, this is not short-term trading. This is getting in on the right protocols and holding for the next 24 months. It might not need to reach 24 months. Within a space of 6 months or less, you would have gotten as high as 1,000% gain or 10,000% gain or so. And sometimes it's going to take longer and it grows bigger and bigger and bigger. Of course, you would have become very, very rich. Now, there are I'm going to give us two picks today that I believe can actually make anybody. It's not a financial advice, but you can do with it what you may. But I believe it can give that same as much as 10,000%, 20,000%, 30,000, 50%. Though it has that 50,000 to 100,000% potential. And one of that is Syscoin. Syscoin, Syscoin. Many of you who have actually been following me for quite a while has known that I personally am more of a Syscoin maximalist, and I have a lot of Syscoin, and I've been holding Syscoin for a long time. And since Syscoin currently, as at the time of doing this video, is currently around 16 cents or so. Now, if Syscoin gets to $1.06, that's going to be like it's going to be like 1,000% gain. If it gets to $16, it's going to be as high as 10,000% gain. And $16 is like a walk in the park. It's just like a walk over. It's not going to be like, it's not even a big deal. So my projection for Syscoin long term is with the novel technology and what they are doing, which is a combination of Ethereum and Bitcoin together, should get Syscoin towards high as $30. And $30 is going to be giving us as high as 20,000% gain. That is a 200x. But in the long term, so SYSCOIN, Syscoin. Syscoin is available on Binance and most of the exchanges as well. Now, my number 2 pick is Safcoin. SAFCOIN. Syscoin was launched in 2014. It's been an OG. That coin has been like this is the 9th year of Syscoin's existence, and Safcoin was launched in 2018. So this is like the 5th year of Safcoin existence. So I'm not talking about coins that just came in like yesterday or so. These are protocols that have been for a very, very long time. But the difference is Safcoin, just like Syscoin had an issue for about 7-8 years, and that's the same way Safcoin had an issue for about 4 years. But they are picking up the steam so strong, and a lot is in the pipeline already. Safcoin, which is SAFCOIN. SAFCOIN is available on CatX, is available on ChainX, is available on Hotbit. It's currently selling for about 0.03 cents or 0.04 cents or 0.05 cents, around this range as well. And getting it right now is going to go as high as 10 cents to as high as 50 cents to as high as $1. And that's going to be giving us as much as that's going to give us as much as at 30 cents. That's what we're talking about, 1,000%. At $1, we're talking about how many percent? We're talking about 2,000 to 3,000%. And if it gets to about $3, which was its all-time high, we are going to be talking about 10,000% again. So these are the 2 picks I bought in a small amount, and I believe in to hold in to really achieve. So you don't need to like risk your life here. You just basically, and this is not a financial advice, of course, but I'm just like giving you my perspective on SAFCOIN, Safcoin, and SYSCOIN, Syscoin. You can all check them on coingecko.com or coinmarketcap.com. Now, the next point, there are so many points. The next point is supporting value with IRL skills. What is IRL? IRL means in real life skills. In real life skills, supporting value. Now, let's say you have real life skills. Are you good in writing? Are you a copywriter? Are you good in content creation? Are you a creative director? You know how to create good visual works? Are you an analyst, a very good technical analyst, or are you a business developer management? You're good in business management, or you're good in human resource management? Are you good in community management? If you're good in any of these things I mentioned, these are in real life skills which you learn in school or you get acquired from an academy or whatever and get certified for doing it. If you do these things, there are thousands and hundreds of platforms that are needing workers who do this stuff. Now, if you can apply for as many of them, apply for about 5 to 10 or as much as you can. you can actually land a job in any of this, and you can earn with as low earn as low as $1,000 per month to as high as $10,000 per month, if not as high as $20,000 every single month, just from getting this. So what are you doing? You're supporting already created value of these ecosystems as well. And of course, in this month's Crypto Millionaires event, which we hold the CME event every single month, in this month's CME event, I'm going to be teaching us and explaining to us how you can easily get these jobs in Web3 as well. Then there's also a part of NFTs engagement. Many people are making their first million out of NFT engagement. And what is that part of NFT engagement? And a part of NFT engagement, we are seeing people who are actually engaging in most of this whitelist. Some are engaging in getting hyped platforms whitelist and selling it for people who are interested, not in grinding for the whitelist, and selling it. And these people flip a 2, 3, 4 whitelist, and they are able to make as about their first million. And some decide not to even just sell the whitelist, they decide to go ahead and mint the NFT project. If it is a very hype mint or a very good project they are minting, it could do so well as much as giving them their first million. What if they do not have the money? There are many people who are always out there to collab with them and share profits as well. Now, these are various ways people are making their first million. Then we have crypto P2P marketing platforms. There are many marketing P2P platforms that has made people their first million in crypto as well. And they are there. Some of them are more like Ponzi schemes. Some of them are like pyramid schemes. So the first person on top makes the most money, followed by others. So you just want to get early in such kind of platforms or such kind of protocols. And the moment you get early and you start making money, don't think that they are going to last forever. You can make the money you make and then put it in other worthy investments, either real life investments or buying in the right picks, probably SIFS coin or SAF coin. Now these are the steps that could literally help you so much in being able to see that you can get your first million, and you can now, when you've been able to achieve that, you can now scale the figures. There are so many persons and so many testimonies we've heard from the channel, we've had in the community over the past 4 years. The House of Red community now has been running for over 4 years, and there are many persons who have been following me for quite some time and been a part of my journey who are now millionaires as well and has made their first million. We saw a lot of their testimonies last year. We saw a lot of testimonies early this year as well, and we're still seeing testimonies as well. So if you want to stay glued and part of the community, make sure you are a part of you're subscribed to the YouTube channel for more of such videos, and also you are a part of the Telegram community. Just so that you can just check the description section of the video and you'll be able to see video and content. You're going to be able to see the link to each of the channels. You can also follow Shifu Wealth on Twitter as well. I hope this makes so much sense to you. Like I always say, when the students be ready, the Shifu will appear. And kudos and congratulations and I would say I wish you success towards the journey of making your first million in Web3 and your first million in cryptocurrencies as well. Bye for now, guys. Peace.